Hello, Destiny Shapers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching us from. This is Sheila Noy, founder of Destiny Shapers with Sheila Noy. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. We thank God for how far He's brought us. And I also wish you a prosperous and healthy new year going into 2024. We are trusting God to finish this year well with us and lead us on. Open the floodgates of heaven on us, even as we enter into 2024, and may everything be well with us and our families. Once again, thank you and God bless you for being with me and with the journey. I appreciate you all. Today is a wonderful day. Even as we're celebrating the birth of Christ and being joyful and eating and having fun and hoping to go after our dreams in the coming year, we are also thinking of our health and how we can prevent certain diseases. A healthy mind lives in a healthy body. And if we have a healthy body, then we can go after our dreams and live a fulfilling life. That is why today's conversation is very dear and crucial to me, and I hope it is to you as well. We are here to talk about preventing type 2 diabetes. We have a lot of people struggling in this area. Can we prevent it before it even gets to that stage? And those who are there ways for them to help them come out of it. We are here and we are blessed to have a very wonderful personality with us. She's called Dr. Elizabeth Delali Abledu. She is a very dear sister to my heart, a friend and a sister. She's a certified herbal doctor, a French teacher, an entrepreneur, and a woman's advocate. She has a foundation called the Woman's Heartbeat, with which she organizes philanthropic activities to support women who are in need. And I'm part of that organization, and I'm blessed to be part of it. So, without wasting my time, I'm bringing her on. Thank you, Dr. Elizabeth Abledu. I am blessed and we are all blessed to have you today. Welcome to Destiny Shapers with Sheila Noy.
Thank you so much, Sheila. Um, I'm very excited, I'll say, to be on the program today. I thank God very much because this is the day He has made, and we'll rejoice and be glad in it. And I'm happy to be here and excited about Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas. I can sense the aroma of some chicken and some wonderful cooking going on, even at your
You
back.
have the vision. You have the vision. But of course, it's going to be very healthy.
Awesome.
We are
Awesome.
looking at a healthy Christmas.
Awesome. We cannot overemphasize that. And thank you once
Exactly.
again for joining us. And we want to say a big thank you to everybody that has joined us on YouTube and on Facebook. We are live both on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah,
If you
great.
are on YouTube, thank you. And if you are on Facebook, thank you. Share the links. This is going to bless somebody. And you want
Yes.
to, even as you are learning, you want to also bless somebody with it. This can be a good Christmas gift. I can assure you.
Exactly.
So share
Yeah.
the video and you can also subscribe to Destiny Shapers with Sheila Noy on YouTube if you haven't done so already. And I want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed. So thank you all, and God bless you for joining us. So let's come back to our sister, Dr.
Great.
Elizabeth Delali Abeledu. My sister,
Hello.
can you please share a bit about your background before we go into our topic?
Okay. A bit of my background. My name, you have already mentioned, I'm Elizabeth Abledu Delali. I'm a certified herbal doctor with also a family background of herbal medicine, because then my daddy had practiced herbal medicine for about 40 years, and we have been with him all along, and I've learned a lot. So I'm passionate with the things of herbs, and I know what herbs can do for people. I watch him treat diabetics, those with BP, you name it, with herbs. That's why I'm passionate about herbs. I'm also a women's advocate. I don't like it when women are maltreated. So I go out there and I want to reach out to women single mothers who have been maltreated. And professionally, also, I'm a French teacher. So, in short, this is me. I'm married with 4 grown up kids. I love my family so much. So, this is me.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Mhm.
Well, I see what you do on social media, and I'm blessed. I listen to you, and I'm blessed. And your story is very impactful, and I say thank you, thank you,
You're
thank you.
welcome, Sheila.
A French teacher, so I'll be practicing my French a little bit. I know I stopped somewhere in Form 3, but bonsoir, I didn't forget bonsoir. So bonsoir.
Bonsoir, ça va?
So let's take this time again to say thank you to everybody joining us. Pastor
Yeah.
Linda Obenyabo, I just said amen. I'm sure when I was talking about we going into 2024 with a healthy body and a healthy mind, we thank you, our brother and husband, Henry Noy. Thank you, our sister Vicky. He said we are doing a great job. Merry
Great.
Christmas to you all as well. And thank you. Please, if you are around, do a little bit of hi and let us see you. And those of us on Facebook, I want you to send some hearty emojis for Dr. Elizabeth, even as we go into this conversation. And feel free to put your questions in the comment section if you have any question. And our sister will have the chance to address it. Thank you, my sister Felicia. She's watching from Cincinnati, Ohio. God bless you all very much. So she has talked about herself. So let's move on. We are talking about preventing type 2 diabetes. So what is type 2 diabetes?
Okay, when we talk about type 2 diabetes, we are looking at a chronic condition that occurs when the pancreas does not produce enough insulin. That's one side. Or that the pancreas produces the insulin, but some way, somehow, the body is not able to utilize that insulin to process the food that we eat so that they are turned into energy for the body. To explain just a bit. Now, when we eat, like our carbohydrates are converted into sugar, and when we eat sugar also, it gets into the digestive system, and the pancreas necessarily has to produce insulin. Without it, the food that we've eaten cannot be turned into glucose. It is glucose that feeds the cells of the body. So the whole problem is that what you are eating is not being converted into glucose to feed your cells. So your cells, whatever, the food, the sugar just stays in the blood, and all you do is to start urinating. So this is short, is the explanation of type 2 diabetes.
Wow,
Yes.
wow, wow. So the whole thing is about how, sorry, our body processes food, and
Exactly.
if it doesn't do it well, then
Yes.
glucose is not being what converted to sugar. Is that what you said?
Sugar is not being converted into
Converted
glucose.
to
Yeah,
glucose.
glucose has to feed the cells.
Mm.
The glucose now goes in the kidney and the liver now have to convert them, filter what is good, take away what is not good, and then to feed the cells. So once the system is not working, you are in trouble.
Wow.
And sometimes you don't even know why the body wouldn't process the insulin. So we call that insulin resistance. Your body is kind of resisting the insulin, and it can be a chronic and very, very debilitating condition. Yes.
Wow. So what is the difference between type 2 diabetes and type 1 diabetes?
Okay. With type 1, you are kind of born with it, okay? From birth, for no apparent reason, your pancreas doesn't produce insulin. So that's why you find babies, day one babies having diabetes. But type 2 is kind of acquired from lifestyles.
Wow.
Somebody doesn't have diabetes from age 1 to 40, then it develops. Because he hasn't taken care of himself properly through the years, then you get the type 2.
Wow.
And of course, family, whatever, history also. Some people just get it because of genetics. Genetically, your family is prone to getting diabetes, so you get it, the type 2. Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
So type 1, okay, it's not our fault. We're born with
No.
it. Type 2, we have control to some extent.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think that
Exactly.
this conversation is very crucial.
Mm.
Talking about lifestyle and how they affect us in this very way. So let's go. Before I wanted to ask you a question, but let's go into this question before I come back to that question. So,
Yeah.
what are the effects or the risk factors associated with developing the type 2 diabetes?
Okay, the number one risk factor, which is a very important one, is being overweight. Being overweight, having that storing of fat in the middle line, let's me talk a little bit about being overweight. Sometimes you don't understand what it means when you say you are overweight. Do you know what happens? Now, when you are overweight, it means that there's a lot of fat that has gathered around your kidney, your liver, the pancreas, which should be doing the work. So once fat is accumulated there, they cannot work properly. So you are in trouble. So the pancreas is not going to be able to produce the insulin because there's too much fat around. And the liver, the kidney can't do their work because they are also inundated with fats, you understand? So overweight is the number one risk factor. The second one I want to talk about is lack of physical activity. This body was made to move. We are not supposed to stay put. If we watch our forefathers or our fathers who used to go to farm and they were busy, they walked for miles, went to farm, and they were always moving. They were not getting too much of this diabetes. But now, because we don't move a lot, even they, to some extent, when they wake up in the morning, now we say hello to our folks on phone. By in the day, my mother will walk to the neighbor and say, "Oh, Auntie Aggie, oh, maybe I say maybe chiao." They use every opportunity to do the walking. And sometimes in the evening, they just stroll about. I watched all these things growing up. But now, those things are no longer there. So lack of physical activity. Then also, we come to poor diet. Poor diet, yes. So poor diet, we eat a lot of processed food, processed meats, like bacon, like sausage, like corned beef. Everything is processed, and all those additives they add to them doesn't help the body. So that is also another risk factor. And then also excessive alcohol intake is also another risk factor, and then smoking. And then smoking also is another risk factor. I don't know, there could be others, but And then the other big one is stress. You can be
Right.
doing everything right, but if you are stressed up and you don't have that peace of mind,
Mm.
um, you'll be surprised that you go to the hospital, they keep checking, you are even eating right, you are exercising, but because you are stressed up, you can't even sleep properly, you're always worried. This
Mm.
body is very complex, you understand? So that can also let your sugar levels keep rising.
Mm.
Over there, too, I want to chip in that maybe
Yeah.
if you go to church, your stress level will come down. So go to church by all means, sing, associate with friends, you
Mm.
know,
Mm.
just keep a free spirit and bring that stress down. Your worries will not solve your problem.
Mm.
I believe that as a Christian, it's only God who can help solve your problems. So if you
Mhm.
are a Christian and you are putting all your burdens on God like I'm doing, like Aunt Sheila is doing, you may not get diabetes. That is from me. Yes.
Somebody said, God help us.
God help us. Yeah.
All for your comment. We have a question before we move on. Our brother Anthony says, how can you avoid processed food when we live in a society prevalent with such items? So how can we avoid it? Everything around us are processed. So what do you think we should do to be able to avoid or prevent eating processed foods?
And Sheila, this one we answered together. I want to say that we have choices. So if I decide not to eat bacon, that is me. I will not eat it.
Hmm.
If I decide not to eat sausage, I will not eat it. You have choices as to when it comes to eating or food. I seriously believe nobody pushes anything down your throat.
Hmm.
So you have choices. Though we live in a processed world, I decide not to buy canned foods and I don't buy them.
Hmm.
Hardly will you see me buying canned. Yeah, it's processed. I don't want it. I'd rather have my fish fresh
Hmm.
than to use sardine. It's always my choice. So to our
Wow.
brother who asked the question, it's choices. It's
Choice,
hard, but you have to make up your mind and make a choice to
choice.
eat rather organic and natural vis-a-vis the fast foods, which will in the long run clog your arteries and give you all kinds of diseases, not only diabetes. Yeah.
Wow. I hope
Yes.
we'll get a chance, and then somewhere in the conversation you'll talk about some foods that we can sorry, some foods that we can eat to help us prevent. So we'll get there. But so
Yeah.
if somebody is diagnosed with um, diabetes, what can happen later in the years of that person? What can happen? Why is this like something you don't even want to hear that you have? What can lead?
Good, great. I get your question. I was reading this book, The Diabetic Code, and I read something very interesting by one doctor, and he was saying that diabetes has tributaries. If you do geography, um, a river has tributaries. Diabetes is just one thing, but the tributaries are heart disease. Diabetes can make you lose your vision.
Mm.
It can give you neuropathy, which could lead to amputation of your limb,
Wow.
um, and can even give you high blood pressure, can give you stroke. That is just one disease. That is one reason why I fear diabetes. When I hear diabetes, I shake, I shiver.
Wow.
I don't want to hear about it. So that is one reason why somebody shouldn't think of getting it, because you are not just getting one disease. I just talked about the tributaries.
Mm.
It has many branches. It will lead to many, many things, because once the food that you are eating, which should give you the energy, the vitamins, the minerals that you need for this body to stay stable, it's not reaching your cells. So nothing else works.
Mm.
Nothing else works in your system. So that is diabetes for you.
Wow. Wow. So that is why we are talking about what? Prevention.
Yes.
Prevention. Prevention. We want to prevent
Yes.
being diagnosed with this dangerous disease. And
Yes.
so, what are some things that will alert me to know that this is happening in my body? I have to pay attention.
Like
Are there some
symptoms, right?
things that, yeah,
Okay. So in the first place, you start feeling thirsty, very thirsty,
hmm,
and your mouth will be dry more than usual. Then again, you visit the bathroom more often. You realize during the day you are visiting the bathroom so often. In the night, you are waking up about 3, 4, 5 times, even 7 times to visit the bathroom. And then tiredness. You just feel tired, although you haven't done any work. You are tired. Then you can also start getting blurred vision. You see that you're not seeing well. You think, oh, I have eye problem, but diabetes can also cause that. And
wow,
then you all want to lose weight, but we do it intentionally. But when diabetes sets in, you start losing weight, um, which you can't explain. You are eating all the food, you are just losing weight. Those are some of the symptoms.
wow,
Um, then, yeah, you lose weight. Yeah, so
wow.
those are some of the symptoms of.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you. I hope I'm learning a lot. I'm learning it. I hope everybody online listening to our sister is also learning and taking the tips that we need to take. If you are seeing all these things, and we have to stop and start asking ourselves, what can I do to prevent getting type 2 diabetes? Over here in the US, we are blessed, and every year we go, for physical screening. The doctors will let you do a whole lot of things. They will check your blood and all that. And sometimes some people are told that, hey, check it, you are the borderline, meaning
Yes.
you need to be very careful with your lifestyle. So I'm not sure about Ghana if that system is there. Uh, but I think even if you are not required in Ghana, you can go and say, please check this for me. Yeah, I think there is a question. Thank you, doctor. Since some of the things spoken of are extreme cases as a result of uncontrolled diabetes, can we talk about pre-diabetes and also gestational diabetes and pre-diabetes? What can people do to get into being finally diagnosed? So this is a nurse, a nurse and a pastor asking the,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay,
I don't know if
so
you want to share a little bit about that. Thank you, Pastor.
pre-diabetes, right? So pre-diabetes is where you don't have full-blown diabetes, but you are kind of on the borderline, where when you check your sugar levels. First of all, I want to answer your question whether or not you ask whether or not we do checkups in Ghana.
Mm,
We do checkups in Ghana
okay,
to the extent that now even at the pharmacy shops, they have the machines there. You can just go walk in,
okay.
just pay a little amount, and they'll prick your whatever your thumb and check, and they can tell you your numbers. So when you keep going and your numbers are way above, um, like 7.2, 7.3, then you know that you are almost getting full-blown diabetes. But coming to the nurse's question, if you are
Mhm.
pre-diabetic, it means your numbers will be around 6.9, 6.8, maybe even 7. It means you are at the borderline where you could easily cross over to getting full-blown diabetes.
Mm,
And I did a research, and statistics shows that every 1 in 3 people, in fact, in 19, some years back when they did it, it said every 1 in 10 people could be pre-diabetic. But recently, research shows that every 1 in 3
wow.
person has pre-diabetes, and most of them, 80%, don't even know they are there. You don't have full-blown diabetes, but then you are at the borderline. You can get it any moment from now. Like this Christmas that is coming, and we are going to eat and drink all the fizzy drinks, drink all the alcohol. When you drink those things without, managing in excess, you realize that after Christmas you'll not be feeling well. You can go to hospital and you'll be told you have full-blown diabetes now, because it's easy to it's just numbers that cross over, and then you have diabetes. So you have to keep checking. Everybody is at risk. You have to keep checking. Yes, everybody is at risk.
Everybody is at risk, especially with the question our brother Anthony asked, because most of the food we eat are processed. Like,
yes.
Most of them, especially with those of us outside Ghana, most of the things we eat. Because if you want to buy fish, they are expensive. So you may be tempted to be like, okay, let me buy the canned fish. And cheap
Yes.
things cost. So everything, tomatoes, we have the fresh one. Sometimes you think you are in a hurry, you need, tomatoes. We buy, we use them all the time. And we can name them. And last 2 weeks, our sister talked about added sugar. Most of the things, even the medicine we take, most of them have added sugar. And all the things we eat, most of them processed. So I think we need to really pay attention and going into when you are um, diagnosed, what should you do when you are diagnosed? Our sister.
When you are diagnosed of having diabetes, you quickly have to work with your doctor. They could put you on some prescription drugs, which you should take religiously. I don't tell people, although I'm a herbal person, I'll not tell you don't take your prescription drugs, because at that point, I can tell you prevent it. If you prevent it, you don't get to full-blown diabetes. But once you get there, then you have to go take your medications. But I also have a but. If you even take your medications and you don't change your lifestyles, then medications are not going to work for you. Yes. So there are some things that I will be teaching later on, some practical things that you should be doing to make those lifestyle changes, which would help you to manage the diabetes. So it's not just a matter of picking your bag. I always say this, they say I have diabetes. You pick your bag and then you go to hospital and you get the medications. It's not the medications that will cure you, it's the lifestyle change. Eating healthy diets, eating your vegetables and your greens. You do like, for example, on your plate, you need to do about 50% vegetables, 25% carbohydrates, 25% healthy protein. If I say healthy protein, I mean fish and maybe chicken. As for the red meat, it's a no-go area for some of us. So you make sure you are eating healthy to help those medications to work. Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know if we answered your question, Doctor. Yeah, she's a doctor too, Dr. Linda Abwaje. So you can let us know. I know you also talked about gestational diabetes. I'm not sure if that is close to pre-diabetes. Is that it?
Okay, gestational. I think that is when people are pregnant.
Okay.
Some of them, the pregnancy gives them all kinds of things and they get some temporary diabetes. But some of them are lucky after the giving birth, things normalize.
Okay.
Yes.
Especially from where we've come from, when you are pregnant, you are given all the good, good food. If you can eat and you are not throwing up like some of us. But yeah, we'll feed you. And even after birth, you know how we feed ourselves after birth. They say drink soup. Like this soup is really loaded.
The bell coins and
Yeah.
the snails and the
Okay.
I know.
There was a question I wanted.
Sheila, wait, those are
Uh-huh.
benquines. Do you know they are medicinal?
Okay.
Because my mother, for example, will put in this scent leaves. You
Mm-hmm.
know, then I didn't know what she was doing, but now I understand.
Okay.
They put all kinds of herbs in the soup so that you can get enough milk so that you yourself, you know, to avoid inflammation, you are just delivered and you have all those wounds. So they were healing also. It wasn't only to overfeed you.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you for clarifying that.
yes.
I thought we'll get more into that. We'll get into that as we go. But thank you, everybody
Mm,
that have joined. Thank you for the wonderful comments and the questions. I think it's helping the conversation get deeper
mm.
as we intended. So thank you very much. And don't forget, if you have not subscribed to Destiny Shapers with Sheila Nord, be a part of what God is doing. Subscribe. Hit the subscription button so you are supporting and you are being part of this journey. Back to you, my sister. In the beginning, I wanted to ask you what motivated you to go deeper into this topic, preventing. But I see you all over TikTok, Facebook, talking about preventing type 2 diabetes and what people have to do, and what motivated you, and what inspires you to do that.
So, Sheila, you're going to push me to tell my story this evening. So, once upon a time, about I think 7 to 8 years ago, I wasn't feeling very well. I thought I had malaria. So, I went to hospital only for my sugar level to be tested, and I had developed type 2 diabetes.
Wow.
Yes. So, I got very, very worried, and I said to myself, I can't do this. So actually, they put me on metformin, and when I took it, honestly, I felt funny, but I had to take it, you know, for the levels to be coming down. But then quickly, I said to myself, I'll do. So I started reading, researching a lot, day and night. I don't sleep. I'll read everything on Google about diabetes and got books, the diabetic code. I started reading a lot to see if I can help myself and let this thing go. So at a point, I read a place which said this thing can be reversed or something through lifestyle change and diet, right? So I laced my boots and then I headed for the gym. Every single day, I was going to the gym. And then in a space of about 3 months, I had lost 10 kilos. And then the sugar level started coming down. When I take the metformin, it goes down too low. I said, wow. So I had to report to the hospital again, and I was given a lower dosage. Then later on, they took me off the medication because I had lost weight. I guess I had fatty liver. So the fat had reduced from my liver, and I was quite strict on my diet also. So that is my story. I was using all kinds of things. I was using the seeds. I changed my diet completely. From my usual fufu and light soup, which I love so much, every evening it has to go. And then I started eating variety. I was eating the fonio, the bulgur wheat, the seeds, the sesame seeds, things that I hadn't heard of before because I had read about it. I went and acquired all of them and lots of herbal teas. So it helped me, and that has been my lifestyle to date. As I speak to you, I go to the gym every single day. I
Wow.
find time because I love myself. I go every day to do some exercise. If I can't go, I'll walk in the evening. You know,
Wow.
so these things have helped me, and I've been able to, you know, solve my problem. So now I have the passion to share with the world at least what has helped me. I'm not a medical doctor, you know, but this thing has worked for me. So am I going to shelve it? Maybe I can be of help to someone else to manage her diabetes or to prevent it. That is why I'm here. Yes,
Wow.
that's why I'm doing all the videos.
Wow. Wow. Because you are very passionate about what you do.
Very much so. Very, very much so. Sometimes I don't sleep. I'm only researching.
Hmm.
I don't sleep. I'm reading. That's all I do.
Wow. So that also tells us that if you have a passion, you need to research more, read more. Things don't just come normal like
No,
that. You
not
need to
easy.
know extra, way beyond what you
Yeah.
know, to be able to fulfill that passion and the dream. So
Mhm.
thank you for sharing. That's my tip from there. So are you still diabetic?
No,
Wow. So,
no.
so
By
does
God's
that
grace,
mean that
no.
Does that mean that if you are diagnosed as having type 2 diabetes, it can be reversed?
If you can be disciplined, which most of us can't do,
Wow.
yes. If you can have that discipline on diet and then your exercise, like can you go to the gym every day, do 2 hours? You know, yes, you have to take because the fact is that diabetes doesn't really go away altogether.
Hmm.
Once you have the underlying, cells or the rest which are formed already, when you slack and you get back to the thing is a lifestyle thing which everybody can get. If you slack back into your old lifestyles of eating late, not exercising, eating a lot of fatty food, plenty carbohydrates, not eating your vegetables, no, you can slack back.
Wow.
You can get back into the situation. Yes, that is diabetes for you.
So
So you
it's
don't take it for
a
granted.
long
No.
journey you have to
But
take.
as of now, I don't have any symptom. I don't take any diabetic drugs. I'm fine.
That is a success story in itself. And I hope
Yeah.
somebody is online listening or will listen later and you've been diagnosed with diabetes or type 2 diabetes. We want you to know that there is hope. There is hope
Yes.
for you. Don't throw in the towel and say all is done. No, there is hope.
Yeah.
There is hope. Thank you for sharing. So I think it would be good for you to tell us or share some of the foods we can eat. What are some specific foods we can eat to reduce the risks of having type 2 diabetes? Any specific?
Talking about food, it's a very simple thing. I was just talking about how to organize your plates, okay, Sheena.
Mm.
You need to do like 50% of all your food having vegetables. For
Wow.
everything you take, make sure you have vegetables first,
Mm,
or you fill half of your plate with veggies.
mm.
Veggies, cruciferous vegetables like cabbage, like cauliflower, those vegetables are very good. The green leafy ones, the spinach, you know, the carrots, those non-starchy vegetables, the green leafy vegetables, the kale, they are very good. So make sure you are having that daily. And then your carbohydrates you should have because you need energy. So carbohydrates, I would go for low glycemic carbohydrates. Like instead of rice, you can use brown rice, okay? And then there is bulgur wheat, may not be very popular, but it is good. And I hear some people even can have sorghum instead of rice. And
Oh,
then there's also this quinoa. I don't know, quinoa, they call it quinoa. You get them in the stores. Also very good, which you can have. And as for the protein, which is about 25%, you should be having lots of fish. Fish, fish oil has omega-3, which will help regularize your blood pressure also. Lots of fish, chicken, you have to take away the skin, and then you are good to go. Yeah, so those are some of the things you have to eat. And I was also talking about seeds, the sesame seeds, the pumpkin seeds, the almonds, those seeds, the walnuts, okay? Some 2 or 3 walnuts daily, the peanuts, all those things. You use them as snacks. You use those as snacks. And when it comes to feeding, also, you can practice intermittent fast also. For those of you on medication, you may have to tell your doctor to help guide you on how to do the intermittent fasting. But if you're not on medication, it's good to eat early. By 4, 5 o'clock, you finish your dinner or supper, or call it what you want. And then you are making sure that you're not going to eat anything from there till the next morning around 9. You would have fasted for 16 hours.
Mm.
Doing that, what it does is to take out all the excess sugar in your body, because all the food you're eating is being converted into sugar anyway. So to prevent diabetes, you are trying to pour out the sugar that is there and not to add on more. And as for the white sugar, processed sugar, it's a no, 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 no go area.
Mm.
Yes. And instead of the sugar, you can have things like that. Natural sugars like stevia, right? You can also have, there's dates. Dates, they are sweet. Like for your oats, instead of putting sugar, you can just add banana and those berries and dates, which kind of sweet, even currant a little. Then you can have your almond milk. Then you take in your oats, which are also very good. So there are ways to go around it.
Hmm. Some of the things you were saying, I'm like, got oats. We have oats that are already bagged, like one, 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 one. You just take one, you put in the microwave, but it's already sweet. It's already sweetened. So
No,
now, like, is that the right one to go in for, or just the wheat, just the oats in the container, and you make it, you prepare it yourself? We are learning. I don't know about you, but I'm learning. Um, we have a question. How about natural honey instead of sugar, from our brother Anthony?
natural honey. Hmm.
Mhm.
I don't know. I have gotten to a point that it's difficult to trust. I'm asking the question, where are the bees that are making the honey? I used to do honey, I'm a sweet tongue. Oh. I'm a sweet tongue, but I've disciplined myself. So I was doing honey, and the ones I used to buy didn't help me. I don't know. I don't know. I I thought it was just darkened sugar that has been fried for me. So I don't. I accept the source, the real source of the honey. But some of the diabetics also, honey doesn't help them.
Mm.
It makes their sugar levels go up. So I wouldn't encourage too much of the honey. The stevia is fine. The what do you call it? The dates are fine. I saw date syrup somewhere in the shop. The
Mm.
date syrup is sweeter than sugar. Me too. It was so sweet, so I didn't buy it. It was too
You can
sweet.
trust it.
Yeah, dates. What do you call it? Date syrup.
So it means once it's syrup, it's been processed. There will be some.
Um, hmm, yes and no. If the people are telling you it's organic and they haven't added any additives, maybe you should trust them.
Mm. Okay. Hmm.
Mm,
God help us, because
yeah.
sometimes it takes the grace of God.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember some years back when we decided not to eat sugar. We said, okay, honey. And then honey, one time I realized, there was something at the bottom of the bottle that
What was that?
almost like sugar. I'm like,
Hmm.
So we stopped, buying
Yeah.
sugar, honey. So these days, it's just the grace of God, though. So how can because apart from the food we eat and all the snacks and all that are healthy, can we also incorporate, like you were sharing, like walking, like exercise? Will that also be something that, if because
Very, 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 very important.
we get up in the morning, straight to work, driving, we come back straight to the house, we sit down, we are working. So what can we do to help us?
Yeah, it was difficult because lifestyles are busy and you have to go out and look for that money in these are difficult economies. So I understand perfectly that it's not easy. It's not everybody who can wake up and spend 2 hours in the gym. No, no, no. You can't have that luxury. So, but we still have to try, just make the effort. When you come back home and you undress, try to just take a stroll, walk. maybe to the grocery shop, you can walk. And even on the job, sometimes if you have to take the elevator and there's a staircase, just sweat it out and then climb the stairs. They help. And when you sit at your desk, we sit a lot because of the PC. You are always behind some phone or some computer typing something, and you sit for, if you sit for 1.5, 2 hours, get up and stretch, and just stretch your limbs. But it is important that you sweat, because when you sweat, those toxins come out. So you should have a way of sweating. You can skip. When you wake up in the morning before you go and bath, get a skipping rope, do some skipping. And walking doesn't necessarily mean going out of your house. I know some people who just trek around the house. They go, they come, they go, they come, they go, they come. Sweat it out before you go and take that shower.
Awesome.
Yes, and then last but not the least, I know there are apps on our phones and all over the place on our watches, which tells us to walk. You have a target set of number of steps you want to do in the day. So you make sure you are meeting those targets. Some are 1,000, some are 10,000, some are 5,000. You should meet your target for the day. What works for you? Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. How about tea? I know people talk about green tea and all the teas out there.
Yeah, my special area are the teas. The teas also really helped me when I was trying to work on my case, a diabetic case. So I do all kinds of teas. I have a few here I can show to you if you don't mind. So quickly, this one is turmeric. This is the powder, right? And then this is the tea. I just put it in this bottle to make it easier to show to you. So this turmeric is anti-inflammatory, helps reduce cholesterol. It works for muscle soreness if you exercise, and then it's too for kidney health. That's what this one does. So you can just wake up in the morning, have a teaspoon of this, put it in hot water, and then you are good to go. You just take it. So that is one of the teas. And look at the number of things that it does. So apart from taking care of your sugar, it does so much more also. And then here is one of my favorites also. This is the sesap tea. Sesap leaf. Sesap tea. Okay, sesap leaves that have been infused in hot water. And this is how it comes out. It's an antioxidant, it's anti-cancer, it protects the liver, it's anti-malaria as well.
Wow.
And then helps sugar levels. So I take this. So one morning I'm taking turmeric. The next morning I'll take sesap. I just add a dash of lemon and I'm good to go. So I prepare these ones also, and I prepare these leaves in case you need some. Sheila, I'll send you some to try.
Yeah, I would love it.
So I also have cinnamon over here. Cinnamon is very good for diabetes. It is also an antioxidant. It's antiviral, very powerful herb, antibacterial, antifungal, and then it helps control cholesterol, for cholesterol management. So that's a cinnamon powder. It comes in the sticks form also. So you can boil about 2 of the sticks and have the tea or a teaspoonful of cinnamon in your hot water in the morning, and you are good to go. So that is it.
Awesome.
And I have this one of my favorites. Just look at this. This is hibiscus.
Oh.
Yes. In Ghana, we call it sobolo. Very common herb. Hibiscus tea. It lowers blood pressure, it lowers cholesterol, and then it lowers sugar levels also.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So that is it.
Wow. And what about the regular green tea we buy from the stores?
They are good. Some of them can be good. You have to read the labels.
Okay.
But the sesap is also green tea as well. Anyway.
Okay.
These are our local ones.
So do you make these to sell them? Do you
Sorry.
do you make these teas to sell? So if
When
somebody
you contact me, we can talk about that.
ah
Yeah.
ah
I
okay
haven't
so
commercialized it, so to say, but I give them
uh
to my patients, yes, when they need it.
okay at the end of the discussion I will let you share how you want people to reach out to you. But so
Okay.
I know you shared your story and it's really inspired me. And I know it has inspired everybody, your background of you being diagnosed. Do you have any other success stories, like people watching your videos and taking the steps that you recommend? And have you been reached to and you're like, hey, I did this and that, and I did that?
Yes. Personally, I know what these herbs can do because, like I said, my dad was into herbal medicine, did it for 40 years. I saw the herbs heal stroke patients, bring down diabetes, help those with high blood pressure, name it, pulse, whatever. But my personal experience doing, of course, then there was not all these platforms to share these things on video and the rest. We would have done it. But I started sharing these things just about a year ago, and I've been getting calls from home and abroad.
Oh,
So somebody calls me from America and it's like, Dr. Della, are you there? Yes. I watch your videos on TikTok and my wife and I have reversed our diabetes. We've been taking all these, your morning hacks that you teach, and our sugar levels are doing well, our BP is doing very well. We are grateful. And down home here also, my patients who I treat, they also give me very positive results of having used some of these things. The things I am just using things in my kitchen. Talk about bay leaf. This bay leaf. I'm
oh,
sure you have bay leaf. This bay
yeah.
leaf is very good for diabetes.
Wow.
You just have to infuse it as tea and take. You have your green tea right in your kitchen.
Wow.
Yeah. You may not have to go and buy the commercial ones if they are too expensive. And then things like garlic, you
Mm,
know, all these things are very, very useful. A research I was doing today told me that this thing helps produce insulin, lemon.
lemon.
Yes, it's very, very good for diabetes. That
Mm,
research has shown that it helps insulin levels to rise.
mm,
Lemon, I take it every morning. I didn't even know it was doing that. But a lot of people say because they what do you call, they have ulcer, they can't take it. But you just have to dilute it enough, and then you
mm,
can have it. Because actually lemon may look or taste acidic, but it alkalizes your body. Go and
mm,
research and see. I believe in people finding out things for themselves. So all these things I'm talking about, you can go back now and Google and read about them. You read about this lemon and see what it does. You
mm,
go after it. Even the rind. So when I use it, I take off the rind and I put into my tea.
mm.
Yes.
Wow.
So the things that will help us are just in the corner. They are just in our kitchen.
Mm,
But the Bible says, for lack of knowledge, my people perish.
yep.
But because we don't know, that is why we go through so much. So when you change your lifestyle and you are using some of these things, I believe that you will get results. And with time, um, you're either going to go off your medication or you're going to take just lower doses. And the lower your doses, the better for your system. The side effects will be low. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. I am so grateful that you said yes to come and share your wisdom with us. I have learned a lot, and I hope everybody watching and will watch later have learned and will learn. And we will take it from there, making sure that we live in this healthy lifestyle. You said something that really stuck with me. You said everybody is at risk. Sometimes we take the food, we pray over it, and we consume them. We say, oh, God will help us. But you also quoted the scriptures, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. So let's not consume everything and think that God will deliver us. So it doesn't matter. We have to watch what we eat and eat what we watch. So God bless everybody that joined us as we are wrapping it up. how can we reach out to you? I know you are in Ghana. Those of us
Yes.
in Ghana, you are so blessed. All of us outside are also blessed because if we need something, we just have to call her, and I'm sure she will respond, and then we can find a way to get the information we are looking for. Yes, great information. Yes, great information. And as I said, she is a Holy Spirit sister. Because some of
Yeah.
us, when we hear a herbal doctor, we are like, oh, okay, is it a no? This is a Holy Ghost filled daughter of God, ICGC to be specific. The daughter of Dr. Mensa Otabo. You come play with her. She took over the work of her parents who were also Holy Ghost filled. And her passion is making her do what she does. She's a French teacher. She is an entrepreneur. She's all over the place. She does a lot of awesome work. Women's advocate, everything. So, Dr. Delali, how can we reach out to you if we need more information
Okay.
or if we need some of your tea and
Yes.
anything else?
Yeah. So on WhatsApp and on the call, it's just one number: 233 0243 359 381. 0243 359
Very fine.
381. But of course, the Ghana code is 233.
Okay.
The
Okay.
Ghana code is plus 233.
Plus two,
Yes.
three. So if you are trying to reach her from outside Ghana, plus 233
33
four.
243
Mhm.
359 381.
Okay.
Plus 233 243 359 381.
Okay. And
That's
if
the
you are
number.
in Ghana, then it's 024
381.
359 381.
Great.
How
Great.
about Facebook? I know you are on Facebook. What name?
Yeah, my name on Facebook is Elizabeth Abledu.
Okay.
Elizabeth Abledu.
Her
Yes.
first and last name,
Yes.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Abledu. Yes, that's fine.
How about Elizabeth Abeledu? I got Elizabeth. Okay. So that is Facebook.
Yes.
You can DM her on Facebook and she will respond to you. What about TikTok? Are you on TikTok? I know you are on TikTok.
I'm on TikTok. I do live shows on TikTok as well. On
Awesome.
TikTok, I'm just simply known as Dr. Della.
Doctor, is
Della.
it there is it Dr. Dot Della or Dr. Della to
No, Dr. Della, that's all.
Della? Okay,
Yes.
Dr. Della. Okay, I've shared in the comment section. And if anybody needs to contact her and you are finding it difficult, you can also reach out to me and I will help connect you to Dr. Della. So thank you all for joining. We appreciate you all. Dr. Della, do you have any final words?
Final words, I want to thank you so much, Sheila, for bringing me to this platform to share. I want to thank all the listeners. I want to thank God. And the last message, I was excited because this program was coming just Christmas is 2 days away. I want to wish everybody a healthy Christmas. Make sure you are doing your vegetables and trimming your chicken.
And losing
Yes.
some chicken fat.
But enjoy yourselves by all means.
Thank you. Thank you. I promise on my honor to stay faithful to this conversation, to every tip you have written, with 50% of vegetables on my plate, 25% carbohydrate, 25%
Great.
protein. And I'm hoping to lose some weight. Who is
Good.
ready to come with me on this journey of healthy lifestyle? Hey, we got this. We will do it. Because even as
Yeah.
we are chasing our dreams, we need to take care of our bodies because a
Yes.
healthy mind lives in a healthy
Yeah.
body. God bless you. And next week, I have a surprise. Do you want me to show to you before we go?
Yeah.
Yeah, next week, my own pastor. My own Pastor Joseph K. Opoke will be here next week, Saturday, before we
Wow.
wrap up the year. He's coming to tell us, as we were talking about, there is hope. So we need to keep hope alive, no matter what. If you've been diagnosed in one way or the other of any disease, anything, there is hope, as our sister Delali said. And also, if this year treated you badly, there is still hope. 2024 is coming with a better experience for us, even as we go into the new year. And then the following week, as we enter into 2024, my own nephew, Emmanuel, will come and share with us Embracing the Joseph in Me, a journey of resilience and triumph. So that is the short announcement I have for you. So we are having two programs next week, Saturday, and the following one. And I hope to see everybody. And thank you all for joining us. And I cannot say thank you enough to Dr. Delali. God bless you. God bless your husband. God bless
Yes.
your wonderful children and everybody that supports your journey as well. And God bless all the women and our patrons in the Woman Health Beat. I salute you all and God bless you. So we meet again. It's a bye for now. So love you.
Okay.